What's up, Ali Squad? My hair is growing in. It's just growing in blonde, so that's why like you can't see it because it's some dark and then a lot of it's blonde. Right now, it just look like I got a close to scalp haircut, but it's growing in a lot actually. Let me see. Yep, I have some grays in there. Those are the longer hairs, but my eyebrows are growing in too. Tomorrow Odessa goes to the IVF clinic, and you know, I'm just like, I don't know, I have like a lot of mixed feelings. Like, to be honest, I can't even be excited, and it's not because I don't want to, it's because we already had 2 miscarriages. Like, the one that was the DNC started out as a miscarriage, like she started bleeding, so that was the second one, and then we just chose to get the DNC because we didn't want her to bleed out. And so far, like, I've been testing her. Well, you take the pregnancy test, and then as the hormones go down, the lines get lighter, and that's how you know that the hormones are dropping. I mean, that's how I know, because the test line gets lighter and then the concentration line gets darker. So when she was pregnant the second time around, there was no, like, the concentration line was like not, you could see it really lightly because she has so much hormone in her, but now you can see it good. So the hormone is like, they're dropping. I just don't know how much. So I don't know if they're gonna give us an issue tomorrow. I'm hoping that because, you know, they ask for information, they start the process, but not like, I know they can't give her anything to develop her eggs because she would have to not be pregnant, but I'm not too sure. But start the process and doing other things like blood work, or, you know, whatever type of blood work they could do at the moment. Giving information, and I can't go with her tomorrow, so, you know, that's a little frustrating. We're both vaccinated, but I guess it's just taking precautionary measures. I wouldn't be able to go with her anyway because I have to drop the kids off at school. But my mixed feelings come from the situation that happened, like with her losing both of the pregnancies within a 5-month span period. Like, I think like 4 months, because I would say like from the end of January 22nd until May 30th, like she lost one, and then I think it was about 6 weeks. We didn't inseminate till the second time. The doctors, the nurse, her doctor, her OBGYN told her that it was fine the second time that we was gonna inseminate, because, you know, it wasn't a far out pregnancy. We was only 6 weeks when everything happened. So, you know, I think until I see the baby, until I see pictures or sonograms of the baby, I'm not gonna be excited. Like, I have more worry than anything, because, you know, a lot of things could happen within a short span, you know. And, you know, going through those traumatic situations, like, it took a lot away, because, you know, the first time I just was worrisome because I knew things could happen like this. I think I watched too many YouTube videos of women trying to get pregnant, and so, or talking about their pregnancy and talking about, you know, how many DPO they are and how they got a dye stealer, like things like that. But then I see women who get pregnant and have miscarriages, and I think like, oh my goodness, that could happen. A lot comes into effect when it comes to Desi, because she, not only has she had 2 miscarriages, she's 38. And so your age does come into play, even though that there are women that get pregnant at 40, 45, like there's been successful pregnancies. But your egg quality actually goes down because of the age. And the way the OBGYN explained it to us is like, think about an army, right? When you're young, you have all your best soldiers in the front. But when you get old, those soldiers are gone. So now you have the older soldiers coming up, and so those older soldiers come with problems, like they have, you know, missing chromosomes, and they're not the perfect quality of eggs. And you got to remember that when we start out, from the moment that we're born, we are born with all our eggs. So we are born, actually, I think the most that we could be born with is about 2 million eggs. And that quality actually decreases within time. Like as a baby, we lose about 10,000 eggs a month until we get our menstruation. So, and then once we get our menstruation, we lose probably like 1,000 eggs a month. So by the time you hit puberty, no, I don't think it's 1,000. But I forgot what I read exactly. So I know when you're a baby, you lose about 10,000 a month until you hit puberty. And then by the time you hit puberty, I guess you only have like a certain amount of eggs left. So you have about 400, maybe a little more eggs left until, you know, we lose like 12 eggs a month, depending. You know, and it also depends. Desi had her menstruation when she was 9 years old. So she might have more quantity of eggs due to the fact that she hit puberty real young. I hit puberty 13. And even then, when I went to the infertility doctor, my right side that was producing my eggs, I had a good batch. I had about 15 eggs in that one side. So imagine if I had both, I would have been producing probably 30 or maybe 25 or 20. But, you know, out of those eggs, like everything, I know certain things that are going to happen in the fertility clinic. And I'm sorry if I'm going like all over the place, because that's how my mind works. It just be all over the place. But, you know, when you go in, they check you. They see how many eggs you got. They give you medication. They need your eggs to mature. They have to be like, I think like a score of 18. Like they have to be, that's considered mature. So then I think anywhere between 16 and 18. And then once those eggs are mature, they pull them out. And then they go through another process. Are they healthy? And then, okay, we pick the healthy ones. So let's say Desi has maybe, because she doesn't have any problems with her ovaries. From what they did, the sonograms that they've been doing, they haven't seen anything going on with her ovaries. So let's say she gets 20 out of both, right? 20 eggs out of both. But let's do the, okay, 20 eggs, and then 20 eggs mature, right? They pull out 20 eggs, but then you only have 10 that are healthy. And then you only got 5 that got fertilized. And that's how it works. So I wouldn't say necessarily the more eggs, the better, because just because you got a lot of eggs doesn't mean that they're all healthy. And if you got a lot of eggs, that's worrisome. I don't know why, but I remember like seeing it, that if it's too many eggs, it's an issue. But I don't know, I'm just like, my brain is, you know, I have my sad moments, because if we would have went along with the first, like if the first pregnancy would have been successful, we would have been like almost 5 months pregnant now. And I think that's what saddens me the most. Like you seeing other people get pregnant and we're not. But I always pray for those people, and because you don't know their situation, you don't know what they struggle to get a baby, you don't know nothing about their situation. So you always pray for them, and you always wish them the best and wish their child the best and hope that their child enters into this world safe and healthy. And that's all you can do. But I have a lot of mixed feelings about that appointment tomorrow, and you know, she's gonna call me on the phone and while they're speaking. So I just want everything to go good, and you know, nothing easy is good. So sometimes you gotta work hard for something you want so badly. So we're like in the process of a lot of things. We're trying to get a house, our own house, because I'm not finna be paying somebody's mortgage. That's it. Like, I want to pay my own mortgage. So I'm sweating. And you know, this is our journey. Like, you know, Desi, she's been all right. She has her moments, but there's already a part she's been all right. You know, the hardest thing is, like, even though you know you're not pregnant no more, you're still going through these nausea, and your breast hurt, and you're gagging, and she's still going through those things, and that's the annoying part. That's the extreme annoying part. You know she's not pregnant, and then you got it, like, pregnancy test. You still have to test, because you need to know that the hormones are decreasing. You need to know that they're going down. And I think that's a lot. You're not testing because you're pregnant. You're testing because you're not pregnant, and you need to reassure that the hormones are decreasing as the time goes. But this is my update, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. And, you know, keep me in your prayers. And for those that are having fertility issues, you know, I pray for you. I know your rainbow will come, and you just have to believe that God is going to bless you. You know, God doesn't show you things for no reason. God doesn't, like, we go through things, and nothing easy is good. And that's the way I see it. Like, sometimes you got to work hard to have your rainbow at the end. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video.